Way back we could visit Google, type the keyword you want to search about, and then spend hours looking through different URLs for what you exactly want. This is an old story with the era of AI. Type in one prompt and let AI search the web for you, or even create smart ideas for you. Come with me, let's learn smart prompting with AI. You might have watched videos previously on AI prompting, but wait, watch this and see what I have packed. To all those who have subscribed, thank you for the support. If you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe for more interesting yet educative content. Today we are diving into one of the most powerful skills you can learn in this age: prompt engineering. Whether you are writing an email, doing academic research, preparing an exam, preparing a resume, or drafting a professional report, the quality of your prompt determines the quality of the AI response. By the end of this video, you will know how to craft effective prompts and avoid common mistakes that waste time. Let's get started. Now we shall start by simply understanding what is prompt engineering. Now prompt engineering is simply the practice of designing your input, that is to say your instruction to AI, in a way that gets the best possible output. Think of it like asking direction from a local. Say for example you visited a new place or a city. If you just ask a question like, where is the shop? Truly somebody will be confused. They might not know what you mean. But if you say, can you show me the nearest grocery store that is open 24 hours? I think this will drive the person you're asking to give you a better response. So AI works in the same way. Say for example, so you attempt to ask a teacher a question which is more clearer. The better the question you ask the teacher, the better the response the teacher will give. The more context you give, the better the response to AI. Now, what are some of the principles of a good prompt? Some of the golden principles are: be specific. Instead of saying write an email, say write a professional email to my manager requesting 1 day of leave for a family emergency. Let us try this out. Open your favorite browser. I'm using Firefox. In case you're using Chrome, Opera, and another browser, feel free to, because we shall be in the same class. Now come here to your browser and then search for ChatGPT. Now in this case I'm going to use ChatGPT, but in case you're using any other AI generative tool, it is fine. I'm going to come to the browser. In the search bar type ChatGPT. I'll use this which has showed up. Now in case you need to sign up for an account, you can use your Google account and create an account. Then if you want to use a paid version of it, for me here I'm using a free version. Feel free to use, provided we are going to get a lesson out. Now we are saying we want to generate an email. Instead of writing and saying write for me an email for a job leave, we are going to be specific, like I mentioned earlier. Write a professional email to my manager requesting for 1 day of leave for a family emergency. Okay, we have said write a professional email to my manager requesting for 1 day leave for a family emergency. Now let us see the output. Okay, look at this request. It has given the subject request for a 1 day leave. Then they said, dear manager, you have to come and just indicate the manager's name here. Now what do? Come down here, copy this email the way it is, then open your favorite text editor, or you can simply go to the email, then you can edit it from there. So here let us take an example. I'll copy this, then I'll come and open my LibreOffice Writer, then I'll paste this content. And in case you're on Windows, I'm sure you may be running Microsoft Word, you can paste it in Microsoft Word. If you're working online, you can paste it in an online text editing tool, provided we are going to be editing our content. Now first I'll come and remove these bottom lines, and then I'll come and also remove this top line, and then I'll come and now edit the manager's name. I'll call him Adam Smith. And then look, we have to make this email now look more, let me say we add more of our own wordings. Now we shall say read through, and we say the date shall come here, and inside the date shall say the date is 18th of August 2025. And then whatever it is saying, you can read through, then you can make any changes. Then you can put your best regards. Who is this? I can put my own name like this. So by so doing, you can simply now, after you've edited, you can now go and open your email. I think my content may not go into an email, but you can now go and open an email, write the subject. Actually, you can even go further, and actually even the subject is here. I had forgotten to mention it. The subject is over here. Copy this, put in the subject line, then you can forward. Now that is, be specific. Instead of writing vague content, be specific. Now provide context. Mention your role, the recipient, and the goal. Say for example, in this prompt we said we are writing it to the manager. That's in the first case. And then what is the goal? It is for an emergency family leave. And then the recipient was included, that is the manager. And then I think that is all. You can even include your name and say my name is so and so. I want to write a professional email to my manager requesting for 1 day leave for family emergency. Then define the role. You can tell AI, act as an HR expert or act as a university professor. Only this changes the tone and accuracy. So if you want to get better responses, give AI the opportunity to act as an individual. Then give step-by-step instructions. Break it down if needed. First create the outline, then write the draft. An example, let us say we want to create a beginner Excel course. We shall come to AI and say, write for me an outline for a beginner Excel course. So let us now find a search of this. It will come and generate this. Okay, after generating this, then we can now follow up and say we can now follow up a question and say draft full notes with examples for the above outline. It will come and search through, then write all this all the way up to the last module. Then you can simply copy and paste it somewhere else. And then the last principle is iterate. If the first output isn't perfect, refine your prompt. Don't just accept the first answers. So for example, you have not loved this, you can go back and say, instead of bulleting, give more clear and elaborate explanations. Let us see this. So it will come and give more elaborate explanations. So you can go back and again provoke AI to further give you something better. Now let us look at practical examples where we shall break down, it is still generating, where we shall break down bad and good prompts. Now look at these two in case you want to write an email. Then one says write an email. This is a bad prompt. The better one is like the one we wrote previously. A good prompt would look like, write a professional email to my professor, Dr. Smith, asking for an extension on my assignment deadline by 3 days because of the medical issue. Keep it respectful and concise, which means I've defined for AI the boundaries it should use. Let us look at an example. You're writing a CV or a resume. We shall, instead of simply writing, write a CV. AI will go blind and it will be like, which CV am I writing for, to whom are we writing to? Now for a good prompt, we shall write something and say, act as a career coach. Write my CV for a data analyst job at a tech company. Highlight my skills in Python, Excel, and SQL. Focus on quantifiable achievements. Keep it one page. Now look at those two prompts. The first one is too narrow, while the second one is more elaborate. Let us look at an example. You're writing a cover letter. Let us look at these two examples also. Write me a cover letter. This is too open, but rather write and say, write a professional cover letter for a software engineering role at Google. Emphasize teamwork, leadership, and my project on building an AI chatbot. Limit it to 300 words in a confident but humble tone. As simple as that. Let us look at another example where you may want to write a report. Let us look at these two. Write a report on marketing. This is too narrow. Now let us write a more broader report prompt. Write a formal business report on digital marketing strategies for a small business in Africa. Structure it into executive summary, challenges, strategies, and conclusion. Perhaps you can even add your own words and say even strategies of growth, maybe whatever. Keep it around 1000 words and include bullet points for clarity. So these two, the second prompt looks more smart. Now to wrap up this section, here are best practices. Use roles. For example, act as an expert, act as a recruiter, act as a teacher. Say for example, act as a teacher, design mathematics exams for maybe this grade of learners in this age group, then provide a topic, say for example, algebra. CAI develop everything for you. Add formatting, present the answer. Say for example, tell AI present the answer in a table, present the answer bulleted. Like for example, when you told this, please stop bulleting and provide better elaborate, it did that as opposed to what it had bulleted previously here. So present the format in which set the format in which AI should deliver for you the results, and then set constraints, word limits, the tone, the style. An example where we said keep it around 1000 words and include bullet points for clarity. Then the next is always iterate. Do not stop at the first answer. Ask AI to refine until it is right for you to now take up. So in conclusion, prompt engineering isn't about memorizing tricks. It is about clear communication. This is simply communication with AI, because here you are with the computer. Then you're simply, actually what I didn't mention earlier was you can use this on your phone, provided you can access a browser. You've installed a browser from Play Store or any other app store, and then you can use it comfortably. It is about clear communication with AI. The clearer and more detailed your instructions, the better the AI response. Start practicing today. Refine your prompts for emails, research, resumes, or reports, and you will see massive improvements. In the same case, for me, I'm a teacher. If you want to write exams using AI, give AI an elaborate, like we sampled for algebra, create a math exam for this grade of learners, and then for this age group, and provide the topic. Perhaps you can even provide the subtopic, and then give even the number of test exams you want AI to develop, and then provide even the level of hardship. Say for example, simple exams or average exams. And so refine the content, then give to AI. Now this brings an end to my video. If you found this content useful, hit the like, subscribe, and drop a comment about the type of prompts you want me to cover next. See you in the next video.